morning, everybody. Backyard Biologist here. Today, I checked the comments section on one of my previous videos lately, and I got a video recommendation to make a video about the Batutut, or the Vietnamese Bigfoot. So, so the Batutut, it's characterized as barking when it's threatened. That it's around approximately 6 foot tall, and we know that most of the sightings happened during the Vietnam War, and I will talk about the sightings later, but I haven't heard about this cryptid until a couple weeks ago when I got the notification, and I just haven't gotten around to making a video because I'm sick and stuff, and I've been sick for a little while. So we know that the Batutut it's characterized as having reddish brown hair, and most people who see it mistake it for an orangutan, but when they get closer, they realize that it's not an orangutan, and they'll oftentimes bark, and they'll run away as fast as they can while throwing rocks, and that's why they're called rock apes, is because they're characterized for throwing rocks from a distance after they run away, and the way that the Vietnamese soldiers described them was they throw like girls but with velocity, and those aren't my words, but what I think they meant by that was they're not entirely comfortable throwing rocks, but they throw them incredibly hard, or it doesn't look like they're throwing them hard, but they actually are. And we know that they've got human-like feet because of different castings took of their feet, and I'm actually gonna look up some of Josh Gates's feet castings. So Josh Gates went out to Vietnam, and to look for the Batutut, and what he found were some footprints, and that's one of them that he found in cast. And so we know that they've got human-like footprints. So we know, that they've got human-like feet, so we know that they're terrestrial apes, meaning they don't live in the trees like most apes do. So that tells me that it could be a possible human relative because of its feet, because we've really only seen these feet in the lineage of humans and human relatives. So we know that apes have migrated a lot. Humans are evident of that, but I'm thinking that the Batutut could maybe be an Australopithecine, or a relative thereof, or maybe another evolutionary divergence between humans and Australopithecines, or humans and Batutut. And so we know that I think that it may just be a possible human relative. So we know that I keep on saying we know that, but they are abnormally aggressive for being apes, and most apes aren't extremely aggressive. I mean, the first thing that they'll do is run, but if you follow them, they'll bluff charge, and then they'll throw rocks. So it's not like they want to get into a fight, but it's not like they want to get into a fight, but they will if they're being antagonized. And I mean, like, this behavior isn't unseen, because during the Ugandan Civil War, we've seen that chimpanzees adapt to their environments. All Ugandan chimps went nocturnal because they knew that during the night, that's when the Ugandan soldiers would hunt and kill them. So they would sleep during the day and stay awake at night. And so that's just an example of how adaptable that apes are. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Batutut just adapted to being more aggressive and standoffish because of the soldiers in their area. So we know that they're 6 feet tall. They've got human-like footprints, and so they've got reddish brown hair, and this spells possible human relative to me, because they're characterized as looking like orangutans, but they're not. And they've got human-like tracks, which is unseen outside of human lineage and up into the Australopithecines and their ancestors thereof. Same with the Oreopithecines. They developed a stiff midfoot, but their toe went out like that. And we found out that Oreopithecines were terrestrial, but they had that split toe from the rest. And so we know that gorillas, they're terrestrial, but they still have that split toe. So it tells me that that because a Batutut has a human-like foot, that it has had millions of years to that it has walked on two legs for millions of years, and that it's really built for that human-like locomotion. And honestly, it's kind of strange that they're known to bark, because I mean, like, humans can bark, and so can every other ape, but they really don't that much. It's really whoops and hollers and screams. So that's a little weird. I'm not quite sure exactly what they might be or where they fit in, but I'll definitely do some more research about them and see if I can do another video. Thanks. Bye.